Hello and welcome to my kitchen. In this video, I'm going to show you how I make a cluster bean and potato curry, also known as Guvar Bateta Shak. And this curry is one of my husband's favorite curries. So let's get cooking. You'll need 2 cups or 175 grams of cluster beans. Now today I'm using frozen cluster beans, but you can get them fresh as well. And if you're allowed to pick them out, make sure you're looking for young, tender, green beans like this because they taste better and they'll cook quicker. Avoid the ones that look yellow, more yellow and are fatter and bigger like this because they take longer to cook and they are slightly bitter as well. So in the curry today, I am going to be adding a little bit of sweetener to neutralize the bitterness of the thicker ones that are in here. 1 medium white potato weighing about 140 grams. A medium onion. Here I'm using a Bombay onion. 2 teaspoons of ginger garlic chili paste. Mine is yellow because it's got some fresh turmeric added in there too. 3/4 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of coriander-cumin powder. 1/2 teaspoon of red chili powder. 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric. 1 teaspoon of tomato puree or tomato paste. 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of Gawar or brown sugar, depending on how sweet you like it. For the tempering, you'll need 1/4 cup or 60 ml of oil. Here I'm using sunflower oil. 1 dry red chili, 1/2 teaspoon of mustard seeds, 1/4 teaspoon of Ajwain or Carom Seeds, 1/2 teaspoon of Hing or Asafoetida, and 1 to 2 teaspoons of freshly chopped coriander for garnishing. Now for this recipe, I like to use my pressure cooker because sometimes the cluster beans, the guvar, it takes a little bit of time to cook. So this makes it cook consistently and quickly. So I'm going to heat up my pressure cooker on medium-high heat. Once the pan's heated up for a little while, go ahead and add the oil and let it heat up. Once the oil's heated up for about a minute, add the mustard seeds and let them pop. We don't want to add the carom seeds or the ajwain seeds right now because if they burn, the whole curry will taste slightly bitter. Once the mustard seeds start to pop, go ahead and add the carom seeds and the dry red chili and the Hing or Asafoetida. Let that sizzle, then go ahead and add your cluster beans in there. Once you've added the guvar or cluster beans, go ahead and add the spices. So you want to mix this well and let it fry for a minute or 2 so that the raw smell goes away. And then go ahead and add about 1/4 cup of water to this. Now I'm going to reduce the heat slightly to the number 6, which is medium, and I'm going to cover this and let it pressure cook. So we're going to let this pressure cook for 2 whistles or just over 2 minutes and then turn the heat off and let the pressure release naturally. In the meantime, peel the potato, wash it, and then cut it to size. And slice up the onion too. So it takes about 10 minutes for the pressure to release completely. Then go ahead and open the pressure cooker. And this is how it should look. And we're just going to check one of these. And it feels tender, which is what you're looking for. So go ahead and add the chopped up potatoes and onions to the curry. And we're going to add another 1/4 cup of water to this and then let it pressure cook again for another 2 whistles or just over 2 minutes. Once the pressure's released naturally, open the pressure cooker and we're going to add the sweeteners, so either the brown sugar or the Gawar. And I'm going to turn the heat on and we're going to cook this just for a minute or so. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying my videos. You'll notice that as the sugar or the Gawar melts in here, the sauce really thickens up. And that's it, this is done. So I'm just gonna garnish it with some coriander. I'll see you again soon for some more cooking inspiration.